Hey everyone, here are two royal desserts from the 1950s. The one to the right is the family size box, and the one to the left is the regular sized box. The one to the left was manufactured in 1953. Here is a box that is brand new. I'm going to be comparing these two royal products today. I'm going to make them side by side, compare the taste, compare the color, and I will also compare all the ingredients at the end of the video to see what has changed, what they've added, taken away, all that kind of stuff. But first I'm going to show both of these boxes. First I'm going to start off with the older box. See what there is. Okay, so it says vitamin C added. The new one does not have vitamin C. Now, on the back of it, here's everything you need to know to make this product. So there's your directions, which really have not changed that much. The new ingredients are pretty much exactly the same. You add 1 cup of water, and you see then this one here really goes on about being healthy. The whole package is about being healthy and containing vitamin C. It tells you about why vitamin C, it tells you how to add fruits here, it tells you how to unmold everything, right? On the top here, it just says Royal Gelatin Desserts. On the other side here, it tells you about the serving size right there. It tells you how much of a child's and adult's daily vitamin requirement of vitamin C there is in the product. It says contains the fresh fruit vitamin C. It's not fresh anymore, but okay, here's this side here. That's where the store would have put their price. And on the other side here is where you would find your ingredients. Let's go ahead and zoom in on them a little bit more so you can see. And this code here does say 1953 for manufacturing. These old products did not require an expiration date or a best by date. And gelatin supposedly does not go bad as long as you keep it in good condition. So now we're going to go ahead and review the newer box before I get down to making this. Here is the new box, and this is their new logo and graphics. You see how the new one, it shows how it's sliced into cubes, because that's how most people these days would actually prefer to eat it. Back in the day, people were really into making molds, all different shapes. People back in the day used to put vegetables, fruits into these things, even meat, because having the gelatin around the food preserved it and would make it last so much longer than if it was just sitting around out or in a refrigerator. So now let's get down and show everything on this. You see the back here, how to make it is going to be exactly the same. There's your nutrition facts if you want to compare any of that stuff. Here's just side of it. Really says nothing, it just says strawberry artificial flavoring. The other side here, it says Best Buy 2021 May. Okay, here's the other side of it right here that has the basic instructions, which I'll be following today. It says you let it firm about 4 hours, or most people just let it sit overnight. So here's the other side, the barcode, if anyone wants that for whatever reason. But now I'm going to get these out of the packages. I got some boiling water going. Okay, you hear that? The water is boiling, so it's time to start making the stuff. I got my pot of water here. It's now time to unbox both of these. Here's the new product. Came in this bag. Pour that one out. You see it's like a pinkish powder. It smells really good. It smells like strawberry milk mix. And now the old one comes in a different kind of container that I'm going to show here. The other one comes in this container. It's like covered in wax. That's how they were sealed back then. They didn't use that. And I think this wax one's actually better in a way because it keeps moisture out. But the issue is if moisture gets in, it can't get out. And it essentially destroys the product. Okay, you see they're both the same color, but this has like a bunch of black stuff mixed in. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that black stuff is. When gelatin goes bad, it turns black like this. I opened a product like this once that was exposed to moisture, and the entire thing was black, and it did not make. Since there's only a few black particles in this, I am still going to make this, and I'm going to still taste it. Hopefully it comes out right. Now you're noticing clearly there's more product here than here. Yeah, and the net weight of this newer one is less than that one, but they both make the same amount of product because sweeteners are more powerful than sugar, so less is needed. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing these. It requires 1 cup of boiling water to start off with, and once it's mixed, 1 cup of cold water, then it sits in the refrigerator for about 4 hours. Okay, I just poured that one. Take a look at the color. I'm going to pour the next one. Will the color be the same? Okay, the new one is definitely brighter. Let me go get something to stir both of these. They're really strong. Like the whole room smells really nice right now as I'm waiting for these to dissolve. Okay, the new one almost completely dissolved on its own, as you can see right there. You see how it's really nice and red? The older one is taking a little bit longer to dissolve. Let's go ahead and stir that one up too. Got both of my spoons. Okay, the new one is already completely mixed, while the old one still has a bunch of stuff in the bottom which is not mixing in as fast, and that is definitely age related. Okay, that one is all ready to go, but this one here still needs to be stirred a little bit to get rid of everything in the bottom. Okay, that only took another minute to make it completely dissolve. Now before I pour the cold water, I want to give both of these a sniff while they're nice and steamy. Really good and sweet smelling. Sweet smelling but a little bit musty from sitting around so many years. Now I just refilled this with cold water, and I'm going to measure out another cup. Mix in another cup of cold water. Give it a mix, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for a few hours. The older one there is more of a brownish red, while the other one is a bright cherry red. The reason the other one is a little bit brown is because gelatin breaks down over all the years, and that's pretty sure what happened there. Hopefully it's still going to harden. Time to put both of these into the refrigerator. Here's one. Here's the older one, which actually seems like it's unmixing because there's a little bit of pool of dust in the middle of that one. The refrigerator is at 34 degrees Fahrenheit, so these should cool down quite fast. So here's what happened. You see how the old one is clearly a lot darker and the new one is nice and bright. The new one here was firm within 2 hours of being in refrigeration. This other one here after 2 hours was still a liquid. After 4 hours it was still a liquid. So in order to get it to this semi-hard state, I had to drop the refrigeration temperature down to 31, which is just slightly below freezing. And this is what happened to it. I'm pretty sure the little bit of black stuff that did not mix in was expired gelatin. And without that extra gelatin, it was unable to become fully firm. But that being said, I'm still going to taste test both of them and compare. Obviously the flavor will not be the same. This is not an accurate comparison because of their age. I'm going to try both of these out. First with the old one, will it taste the same? You see it's more like a jam consistency because with the gelatin not working, let's try that out. Very sweet. You can taste the strawberry. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Tastes fine. Now the new one. See how firm that is? I can actually get a giant piece out of it. Let's try that out. Very sweet. That is very sweet. One more time with this. Yep. Other than this one being firm, they do taste pretty much the same. They are pretty much the same as far as flavor. This one here, possibly moisture got to it. That's usually what kills the gelatin. Okay, so now comparing the ingredients in both of the products. You see sugar is number 1 in both of them. On the new one, gelatin's number 2. On the old one, gelatin's number 3. Dextrose is now gone. They do not have that anymore. So formic acid for tartness. They have sodium citrate, controls acidity. And these ingredients have less than 1%, less than 2%. Natural and artificial flavor, salt. Not sure how to pronounce that one, but that is a stabilizer. And these are sweeteners. You have color red 40 and blue 1, that gives it the red appearance. And the old one here, gelatin, formic acid, sodium citrate, natural strawberry flavor, artificial flavor, US certified color. It doesn't tell you exactly what colors it is, it just says it's US certified. And finally, vitamin C. The new one, I don't think has any vitamin C. It is not listed at all. I hope this was a good video, everybody. Thanks for watching. Come again.